Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue, 90!
On first down, it's Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Set! 319! 319! Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Smith now to throw. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Run. What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Black 58 rail.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight it forward to about the 27-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ace, ace. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Blue for
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Gun!
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Throw inside, complete. That's Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Smith. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That's it, baby! Here we go now!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Here we go now!
I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He'll get it up the middle, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Z, 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 Z. Green, green 90, green 90.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Chris Conley. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hot, 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 hot. That's it, baby. That's it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Chris Jones on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think just they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Four down.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the blitz does come. Steps away to and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. Green, 90.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ace!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's gonna go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So out come the Raiders. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Right, now,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
From the 50, it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Gun! Gun!
Now Smith. Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mahomes to throw on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. That's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt to come here. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Hut, hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hut, hut, hut.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right?